1B of the Albert Lee Cup is brought to you by Viking, delivering professional quality appliances to your home and outdoor living areas, and is brought to you for Seafair by Washington Air National Guard. Rise to the challenge.
There you see the clock at 1:59. The starter clock brought to you by J.P. Morgan Chase, a proud sponsor of Seafair. Chase, making it easy for your personal and business banking needs to start and run strong. And our conditions on the race course are excellent for Heat 1B. The boats are starting to troll down to the south side. They cannot get around that corner and start up the back chute before the 1-minute gun. There was a yellow buoy at the end of the turn, and they're just now entering that turn that says they can't go past that. Here are your drivers. Spirit of Qatar, of course, Dave Villwalk, Graham Trucking, Jimmy Shane won in Tri-Cities, the Acura of Bellevue, J.W. Myers, he's hungry. Down on the dock at the Spirit of Qatar pit, we have Chris Francis.
Mike, a frantic last-minute adjustment for the Spirit of Qatar. They had to tighten something, believe it or not, on an engine that they put back in the boat. They are ready to go, locked and loaded. Dave has his game face on.
And they're coming to that buoy with plenty of time to spare, so there's nobody going to incur any penalty from that situation as they start down the back chute. It looks like Jimmy Shane has got a nice position in lane number 2, but the inside lane is going to belong to Dave Villwalk and the Spirit of Qatar as you see him against the buoy row up there. Out to the third lane on the outside, it appears as though it's going to be the Degree Men, and then the Peters and May, and on the far outside it's going to be the Miss Fox Plumbing, and in there also tucked in is that old veteran Nate Brown.
You know, our reporter says that Villwalk was grumpy on the finger pier. That means look out for the Spirit of Qatar.
Yeah, he had a bad day in Tri-Cities last weekend. He does not want to repeat that situation here. He's in front of the hometown fans and all, so that's going to be a difficult situation for him to have to do 2 times in a row. But here they come to the line, and it looks like Nate Brown's going to lead them down 4-3. It's going to be a fair start. Everybody's over on time. And we've got a legal start down there. The Degree Men from the 3 lane is moving down also, and Dave Villwalk is just holding his piece a little bit on the inside with the lane advantage as they go into that corner. Here's Japanauer.
Dave Villwalk right there on the inside. He was late at the start. Now look at the trouble he's in. He's got the boat to make it up, but well, look at that. He's going to pull even as they come out of that corner. That's how powerful that boat is, and that's the short way around the corner.
Just enough room too for Jimmy Shane there. No more than just enough as they came out of that corner. And now Dave Villwalk is trying to keep the hammer down on the outside there of those 3 couplets right up there by the north turn. That is the Degree Men, the black and gold boat, and there's Nate Brown rounding that corner from the outside. Great corner for Dave Villwalk as he brings the Spirit of Qatar down, but Jimmy Shane is not going to let him run away. As they come across the line to end lap number 1, it is the Qatar, it is the Graham, and it is the Degree Men. And the 17 boat Red Dot is in 3rd place, and here comes Greg Hopp in 4th, bringing up the rear. The Peters and May. Back to you, Chip.
Jimmy Shane in 2nd, won last week in the Tri-Cities. Right now, as you can see, he's in those wakes there. That really slowed him down. You also heard Nate Brown's name. Now, we were used to the last few years, it was his nephew driving the boat, but he broke his leg last week in the Tri-Cities, so now Uncle Nate is back in the car. And there's who we got there?
He's got a few kinks, Nate does too, but he says he still knows how to race a race boat. So Jimmy Shane still keeping the pressure on from the 2 lane. This time the Qatar takes him much wider as Dave Villwalk leaves him a lot larger course to get around. Here he comes down to end lap number 2. Dave Villwalk in the Spirit of Qatar. Now a full rooster tail ahead of Jimmy Shane in the Graham Trucking. Also a rooster tail ahead of the Degree Men. And Nate Brown in 4th place continues to hold his position, trailing at some distance as the Peters and May. Out of that corner again, and everybody seems to have decided they'll hold their place at this point, Chip.
Yeah, it looks like Dave Villwalk's Spirit of Qatar that you're looking at there has still got that advantage. I mean, he was way back at the start. I would say he was back 30 to 50 yards. Jimmy Shane, hit a great start, but Dave Villwalk had the inside, superior equipment. Not much you can do about that.
He's got the boat speed if he can just get clear water, but they got awful tight down there out of that corner. Everybody had a lane, but that was about all. All right, ready to face the checkered flag with a smile. Here comes the Spirit of Qatar, ending lap number 3, and a victory for his first heat of the Seafair. Dave Villwalk and the Spirit of Qatar Coming in second place, nice showing, the Columbia Cup winner from last week, the Graham Trucking Jimmy Shane. And we got a little bit of a battle going on right now for third place. Let's see what happens here. It will be the Degree men in third place, and in fourth place overall, that's going to be Greg Hopp in the Miss Fox Plumbing. And finally, coming down the line, it is the Peters and May.
You know, we've seen this in the past where Dave Villwock showed so much superiority in the elimination heats, but Steve David in the final has always found a way. Last week, the two young guys beat both Steve David and Dave Villwock. So, you know, don't let these elimination heats fool you.
Gentlemen, I think they're still racing out there.
Well, the 11 and the 17, I believe, have an extra lap.
They did have to go an extra, yes. So they're still pushing each other.
Now, you may ask, why are they running an extra lap? We don't know for sure yet until we talk to the referee. It could have been a jump gun, or it could have been fouling another boat. We're just going to have to wait and see.
Well, it probably arose in that exit pin first turn squeeze play. There were a lot of boats close together there, and it may not have been a lane left. The three against the buoy row seem to have had enough, though.
Some hurt feelings and maybe a hurt boat. Let's go down to Lee Stoll and see what happened.
Okay, so here's what we've heard is basically from the Peters and May crew is that the Red Dot team slid into their boat. That forced them into the Degree men boat, and as you see, they're trying to repair the sponson right now. What we hear is that they actually hit the skin fin on the Peters and May boat, just the strongest part of the boat, the worst part to collide with. But the Peters and May crew say that they'll help out the Degree men team if they need to in order to get them back on the water. They hope this isn't a fatal blow. Back to you.
Chris Francis here with Dave Villwock. Dave, a bit of a slow start, but obviously inside lane, and you overtook him there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that crazy idle into the start, I hate it, but you got to play the game, so we put on the stuff to do it, and it worked well.
Now, what didn't you like about it, besides the start, I guess? What didn't you like and that you need to work on for tomorrow?
I don't know. We'll have to look at our information and see, you know, if we need to make some adjustments in the gearbox or the propeller, and we'll make those adjustments and go on tomorrow, see who we draw.
Playing coy, guys. Back to you.
All right, Chris, well, here are the results of Heat 1B. Walking away with it, the Spirit of Qatar, then Graham Trucking, Degree men, Miss Fox Plumbing, Acura of Bellevue, and the Miss Red Dot. Those are the results of Heat 1B, brought to you by Jack in the Box. Get the All-American Jack Combo at Jack in the Box.
Heat 1B of the Albert Lee Cup has been brought to you by Viking, delivering professional quality appliances to your home and outdoor living areas.
1B, and to make the presentation, representing our title sponsor on the tour this year, the Air National Guard, Master Sergeant David Painter. Master Sergeant, good to see you. Please make the presentation.
Yes, I'm Master Sergeant David Painter, and on behalf of the Air National Guard and the 106,000 Air National Guard members serving worldwide, I'd like to present this to David Villwock for winning the H1 Unlimited 1B Series heat. Very much.
Thank you, Master Sergeant. Wow, it's good to get 400 points in the bank. I can tell you that for sure. It's a tough thing to win out here, and for this Air National Guard series, and so no better person to win it from than Master Sergeant Painter here.
You won an appliance too, but I'm not sure which one. Do you know?
Yes, it's a barbecue.
Perfect.
Most I've ever got here, I think.
Congratulations, Dave Villwock and Master Sergeant Painter. Good to see you again, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So there are our winners, Heats 1A and 1B of the 2012 Albert Lee Cup at Seafair.